Hey everyone, it's Wahman. So in today's video, I thought we'd take a look at a collection of analog horror tapes that I honestly just really wanted to show you guys. My favorite being this video called Special Announcement from Poochee and Pansy. Because when I first saw this video, I had no idea that it would be this disturbing. So for this video, we're going to be kind of going through one-off analog horror videos that I found very scary. So if you don't plan on sleeping tonight, keep watching. Also in this episode, we do have a guest, morbidforfun, who will be joining us later in this video. But before we get into it, my name is Wahman. Please do not forget to subscribe as well as liking the video and commenting bruh, as you know, that always helps out the channel a lot at, getting us into the algorithm. But yeah, enough intro. Let's get into it. So the first two tapes that I wanted to take a look at were created by a channel that longtime viewers of this channel will be familiar with. They're from our good friend Poochee, also known as the creator of the Smile tapes and They Lie Above, both series that we covered in depth on this channel. And these two videos are serving as more one-off analog horror videos. These videos are titled I Felt His Aura and Open Wide. In Open Wide, the video starts off with an image of a woman staring directly at the viewer, and before long, her mouth begins to open, revealing an empty void inside. Her mouth opening to a point where it looks like her jaw is about to fall off, but thankfully it doesn't. The words open wide appearing inside the mouth. Now there isn't much else to this video other than this very disturbing clip, the description even stating that this is a one-off video and not connected to the Smile tapes, but still obviously very disturbing. In this next one called I Felt His Aura, also from Poochee, and what is shown in this video is surprisingly even more disturbing than Open Wide, so viewer discretion is advised. In the description of this video there is only one sentence, watch at your own risk. In I Felt His Aura, the tape starts with text saying I felt his aura, immediately switching to what looks like the skull of a person covered in blood. More distorted imagery begins to play, and we can see the woman from Open Wide. So I watched this video about 3 times, and that was not really fun. And I couldn't really come up with an idea of what I think is going on here, but I did kind of have this little outlandish theory that based on the why did it feel so addicting, this figure has taken control of the following victims, feeding off of their addictions to keep them prisoners. But that's really just me randomly theorizing and probably isn't the case. Nonetheless though, this is still a very creepy video. So with these videos, we're going to be taking a look at a collection of tapes that is no longer on YouTube. Although I'm not entirely sure why, besides from the fact that every single video on this channel was very disturbing. Regardless though, these collection of videos are very creepy and can only be accessed from Internet Archive at this point. Now all of these videos do contain very disturbing imagery, and I will be having to censor a lot of stuff in this video, but even so, viewer discretion is still advised. The first video uploaded onto the channel, known as Imaginedom, is a video called Happy Blank, so already off to a pretty bleak start. Within the first couple of seconds of the video, we're shown a pentagram with text overlaying it, and when it reflects, it gives us this message. Humans love to torture others. They are rewarded with happiness and satisfaction when they inflict pain. Such a trait has always been prevalent in humanity since ancient times. The video then shows an image of what appears to look like people surrounding a collection of human heads. But who can blame them? After all, their creator loves torture too. Why do you think God created hell? To punish sinners and atheists by making them suffer for all of eternity. Why not just erase their existence? Why must there be a need to torture these people? And what follows is a minute-long audio of a looped recording of someone screaming at the top of their lungs. So I'm not entirely sure how many of you want to hear this. I'm going to be lowering the audio and also putting this timestamp in case you want to skip this very creepy audio. So here it is. The narrator in this video taking the perspective that humans in nature crave torture, like an instinct inherited from their creator. So I did want to cover a few of these videos from the Imaginedom channel, although I will not be covering all of them, as, you know, a lot of these are pretty messed up. The next video is called Reproduction, and honestly I would be lying if I didn't say that this one was very hard to watch. So before I show it to you, I do want to describe what is happening in the video. So the video is a drawing of an infant in this very unsettling art style, and then the baby's head starts to spin. So it's going on screen now. The video is just very disturbing as the child's head continues to spin. There's also this very distorted audio playing in the background. And toward the end of the video, the child's head stops spinning and just stares at the screen. These videos getting increasingly more and more bleak. And in this next one, that pattern continues because this next one is called Save Them, Jesus. Within it is a picture of Jesus Christ with a description that reads, "Prove it to me that you're really a savior." Within the video, it starts off with Christian music with lyrics saying that Jesus is our savior. However, around 8 seconds into the video, the music begins to get distorted as Jesus' eyes are painted. And as the video progresses, the picture as well as the music gets even more distorted. Because 40 seconds into the video, Jesus' head begins to spin in circles. The text at the end reading, "Do you love helping others? Do you love praying for others? Then what about helping and praying for those suffering in hell? They need it the most. Do they really deserve such unimaginable, eternal pain? But if you want to end them suffering, you'll have to oppose God. He won't erase hell no matter how much we ask." So at this point, it's pretty much established that the person making these videos is under the impression that everything is God's fault. The only reasons humans crave torture is because their creator craves it as well, and then goes on to blame the eternal suffering of those in hell on God as well.
Hey guys, it's Morbid for Fun. Big shout out to Wowman for having me on, but let's get straight into talking about analog horror. This analog horror video that I want to show you guys is called String String String. This of course being an English translation since the video title is originally in Japanese. This video is only 4 minutes and 24 seconds long, but still manages to bring a whole new level of horror to the table. So much so that I'm not entirely convinced that this was created for only horror purposes, or something much more sinister. When the video begins, we're immediately shown this very strange object of the right side of the screen, and from what I can gather, it looks like maybe handcuffs or some sort of weapon. Again, I'm not entirely sure because the video is a bit blurry, but feel free to let me know what you guys think it is. Right after this, we're shown the face of someone with a deranged smile. The person then greets the viewer and then says this.
Konnichiwa. Virtual YouTuber no.
And what's very strange about this whole segment is that as the person's face is being shown, it looks like the sides of their face are being stretched out. What's more is that it sounds like a frying pan is going off in the background, accompanied by the cries of a child, or it may even be a lamb based on how it sounds in the video.
ホラームービータイム
Now, just for some context clues, and assuming the worst from the video, the person could be frying something alive. This part of the video, when translating, says, "Hello, Hachuru YouTubers. Tell me something, Lauren Romantic." However, keep in mind that this is a very rough translation that YouTube's captions were able to make, and for the most part, these translations are pretty bad. But as we get deeper into this video, the video starts to glitch out and we're shown this item in a bathtub with the water still running. The person saying, "You blue, I think I'll try, sucks you in my heart, I think I'll go. Today is let you die." By the time people say, the person then showing someone looking into the bathtub from earlier. And it's at this point where the video takes a huge left turn and features this very disturbing clip featuring the face we've seen throughout the video. The audio is very distorted as the face from earlier is completely jumbled together, two other heads coming out from its sides. This whole thing goes on for 20 seconds, which with headphones on is very horrifying. But then the figure freezes out of nowhere, and what plays is what I'm assuming is someone's voicemail. Is translating to roughly, "I want Lux to give me 9th place." The video continues and we're shown the bathroom from earlier, but we can't really see much of it because the video is blurry. The video then ends with the face from earlier staring directly at the viewer before freezing, and then the video goes to black. A very creepy video with seemingly no explanation. The language barrier also makes it very hard to decipher what is truly going on, as we're having to rely on Google's caption translator, which sucks by the way. But what is very strange is that if we go over to the uploader's channel, there are tons of uploads to the channel that seem to be contributing to the very complex ARG. That is, if it is one. Nonetheless, this video alone is still very terrifying.
Alright, to end off this video, we're going to be taking a look at a video called A Special Announcement from Poochee and Pansy. And honestly, this one's my favorite as it's the most freaky. And also from what I can gather, this is a multiple video sort of ARG, I think. But right now we're just going to be covering this one video. Maybe we'll cover it again if you guys like it. The description of the channel reading the adventures of two young puppies and what they learn along the way. And also one other thing to note is that this video came out 13 years ago on January 29th, 2010. So this video has been on YouTube for quite some time. The video starts innocently enough with three characters on screen: Poochee, Pansy, and another character that is left unidentified.
Hi, I'm Poochee. And I'm Pansy. And we're from Poochee and Pansy.
And what this seems to be is some sort of children's programming that aired on television. Poochee then delivering the following message to their viewers.
We're here to remind you that sometimes you see scary things on TV. But remember, what's on TV is what's make-believe. When you go outside and look at the rest of the world, that's real.
However, as soon as Poochee gets done saying this, the airing starts to glitch out, both the dogs and the person behind them changing completely. And then the airing goes completely berserk and starts showing a very disturbing imagery on screen. The video continues, flashing all sorts of videos and imagery until it looks like we're inside of someone's home. This message playing while they're inside.
This was the greatest mass extinction in Earth's history, with 96% of all life forms disappearing from the face of the earth.
But if this couldn't get any creepier, we're then shown someone recording the inside of what looks like a school, and this audio plays as the person walks down the halls. And with that, the tape concludes, with no real answers as to what we just witnessed. But yeah, this video for me was definitely the most disturbing of the bunch, so if you want to see more of this series, please let me know, as I probably will cover the rest of these videos. I'm also working on a Vita Carnist video right now, so stay tuned for that. Also, huge thanks to morbidforfun for coming on. Be sure to subscribe to him. Morbid and I also collabed on his channel, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please do not forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment bruh as always. Also, check out my Instagram. I'm trying to hit 1,000 on there. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This video will be haunting me tonight. And yeah, I'll see you later. Love ya. Bye. We are shown Adam Murray's body, his brain coming out of his skull in this very disturbing fashion.